Good evening everyone, welcome back to some more Drop Duchy. Last we left off I was undertaking trial runs and I don't mind admitting I got my ass kicked on the first three, but that doesn't mean I'm going to give up. No. We will try the next one, which is famine. In this trial you gain nothing from exploring a single line, so restricted exploration. Okay, got it. You can only get a few resources if you multi-explore or use card effects. Okay, we can do everything else as normal. Okay. That being the case, why don't we try and be cunning about our selection and play as the order, which doesn't benefit particularly from exploration anyway. It benefits from winning battles and getting crusaders. That might nullify the effect of the challenge a little bit and help us clear it. We'll see. I don't think it matters in the slightest which of these battles we take first. Not even a battle, it's a peaceful region, you know what I mean. We only have 3 default buildings, so there's no point spending anything there. We could send our troops on a little expedition. I think we will. Don't know how much benefit plundering gets. It's not very much, I feel. So I'll upgrade my max hit points and I'll build a church. I'll keep the rest so that we can unlock some card slots. Let's see how that goes. So single lines don't get us anything. So the plan has to be set up for multiples, which, you know, we can do in, well, hopefully we can do in a setup such as this. That's going to mess up the crack, isn't it? Do I care that it will? No, because we aren't going to fight a battle, so it doesn't matter. We're getting there. So that's 25 crusaders in the bank. Now we're set up. So we get a full line of 4 and hopefully some actual resources. Yes, we do. We did a thing. This should give us another 25 crusaders for the Crusader Lodge there. Put that in reserve. I think we can set up another one like this. Excellent. So we get 2 from the same one. That went about as well as could be expected, I think. Yeah, challenge complete. Perfection twice in the same round. Good stuff. Oh, and we've also got an upgrade for the faction. Okay, we're not going to be doing field exploration, so I don't think we want that. Technology upgrade costs could be good for us. I'm placing a building adjacent to an allied building with the same unit type. Don't know how often that will trigger, but I'll take it because military is crucial when you're playing as this faction. There's a planes related hostile battle coming up and then we can go where we like. Technology card that boosts combat. That sounds like a good idea. Oh, that's an interesting one. Don't think I've seen that before. Religious buildings have a 10% chance of converting an adjacent enemy group into crusaders. Huh. Well, that's cute. Fanaticism also converts groups, but does it militarily. But I don't have much faith yet. I really like strength in numbers as a card, though. I think I'll take that for now. If that comes up again, I'll probably take it because it looks like fun. But for now, build up the military. Okay, now I didn't pick up another card for the actual deck, so there's no point spending that yet. We could do another crusade. Is it worth picking up a second church, I wonder? We do have a lot of faith and it allows us to upgrade things. I'm going to try it. We'll try and build around faith. I don't want to use all my crusaders though. I will pick up some actual cards for the deck shortly, I expect. So, again, got to remember we don't get single row exploration bonuses, so we need to look for multiples. Okay, we can kind of set up a double here. Oh, hi Real Rhyme. This is the famine trial, so we get no bonuses for a single row of exploration, only on 2 or more, like that. Crusader Lodge can plonk down there and get its terrain bonuses. What's the best way to set this up? Probably like this. Church can go in here. We've got at least a double, but we could maybe make it better, but then I'd have to take the training camp out of reserve. Do I want to? I could wait for the next enemy building and then reserve that. I think it's worth it. If yeah. Thinking about 4 moves ahead. No, we can make this work. Okay. You go in the top. You go in there. Square one to the side. I think a triple's about the most we can realistically get, so I'll play this now. Right, so that can go there, and we put the watchtower in reserve. That enables another double there. Crack de Chevalier isn't coming out at the best of times, but if we can keep it just connected to the plains, I think that will work. Don't connect it to forest. I'm not going to get anything for this square, unfortunately. Feels bad, but at this point we just need to plop down what we can. Oh, don't put the forest on the thing. Nah, dumbass. Mistakes were made, never mind. Oh, actually, it's still only triggered from the 4 planes anyway, because they didn't count as connected to the other planes. So, I'd already cocked up before I did the second cock up. Quality gameplay here. Anyway, we have swords to defeat, which we can do fairly easily. Our axemen. Two survivors, 2 extra crusaders. Should have been better if I hadn't screwed up the crack to Chevalier. I would like an actual card that I can actually play. Thieves' Hideout is probably the best option. In fact, it's the only option of non-technology, so we'll take that. I have literally no money, which may or may not be important. I think we ought to take some just in case. I mean, I could, but I won't. There's going to be an option for that later. Let's have a little look further ahead. No, there isn't a port or anything, so I won't get an opportunity to heal hit points if I sacrifice some for gains. I don't think I have any particular preference here. I'll just take food for wood and balance my resources. Plains and river or plains and forest. I don't think that makes any difference whatsoever to anything we've got. Thieves hideout doesn't care about terrain types, so no, we can do either. Though in order to not miss the hostile region, we do need to be on the right hand side. I think when we're playing this faction, we need to take as many battles as we can, because winning battles gets us Crusaders, and they're very important. Thieves hideout goes in. What can we upgrade? I can upgrade the church. Do I want to do that? I don't think I do yet. I'd like to do faith shenanigans later, but at the moment, other than tiny increase in resources, it won't really do much. I think I'll hold off on that for now. Stronghold doesn't need to be near the edge, which is awkward when it pops out early. So we'll reserve it for now. Don't want to completely block that edge if I can help it. Let's do this. Church can then go in here. Can at least play the thieves hideout for a double line and get some resources. Strategic Pavilion, and it's a level 2. I think I'd rather play the Stronghold at this point, which is only a level 1. Hopefully we can surround it. Tractor Chevaliers is coming. That will fit nicely down here, I think. This time remember not to plonk a forest on top of it. That's not ideal, is it? No, it's okay. We can fix it. Tractor Chevalier is safely surrounded by plains. Good, that should do well. I'm going to sacrifice. Am I going to sacrifice a gap here? Yeah, I think I am. Because then I've got the terrain types available for the Crusader outpost when it appears. Like that. Good, that's 50 Crusaders in. Crusaders outpost is a very useful building. How do I upgrade that? I need to check, because more Crusaders is probably the most important resource, especially as we're using famine and lacking on the others. Oh yeah, that was much better. There we go. So we have a few swordsmen to deal with, which we can do with the axes. And then axes are rubbish against archers, so archers against archers to finish. That's a bit better than last time. 26 survivors is 26 more Crusaders, plus some more for the faith. good, good. So, a choice of militaries. Wooden Fortress I never seem to get working well. I think because it's only adjacent forest, it's very hard to trigger and you don't get much. Training camp I kind of like, but we've already got swordsman generation. We don't have axemen generation yet, which turns things into wasteland, which nerfs your exploration, but we're already nerfed on exploration anyway, so I don't think this will be as bad a downside. You're in. We then get some free food. And we get another battle. Let me just check before I do anything else. What upgrades Crusader Outpost? Gold. Okay. 200 food and some gold. I think I want to upgrade this. I think this is the most important building. That said, we can upgrade the Holy Crusade without any particular concerns. That just uses faith. I could safely spend 100 food and no gold without nerfing potential upgrades. Ooh, I really like strength in numbers though. I'd like to upgrade that as well. I really want to upgrade that. I'm going to hold off. Building wise though, we do need to unlock a slot, which we can do. Put the raider colony straight in. They've still only got 3 buildings, one of which is level 2. I think we can handle this. Try and get some gold if we can, which comes from exploring rivers. Hold that thought and that long block. Does the Cractor Chevalier work off of buildings as an adjacent type? I don't know. Let's do some science. I suspect it does. But you never know till you try. Failing that, we need to surround it in as much forest as we can, as that's the only actual terrain type that it's adjacent to. Raider colonies appeared. That likes to be away from terrain, so I think we need to reserve that. I was hoping to get a 4 line from this, but we'll take 3. That's a good wedge of gold. Not enough to upgrade the card I wanted to upgrade yet. Fluvial Guard, I do not want you next to a river, but you're not, so that's okay. This is the last enemy building. Maybe I should have reserved that. Was that a level 2 unit? It's a small garrison anyway, though. River Castle has 1 more garrison, so no, I think that was okay. More by luck than judgment, but I don't really want the raider colony collected too much. I'll put it here, I guess, but try not to put anything else adjacent to it. He's immediately needing to put something else adjacent to it. No, it's fine. Is it adjacent terrain? Yeah, it's adjacent terrain, so I could put the Thieves' Hideout next to it. But now that works. It'll get Thieves' Hideout will gain swordsman for building in range. So this is going to work nicely. I'm going to have to make a teeny little gap in proceedings, but that's okay. Woohoo! All extra. Oh yeah, we lost some gold from it. Well, okay. Crusader Outpost want terrain types. Okay. Make sure we get that in there so we get 2. And that makes 3. And that's about that. Couldn't really make the Cracked Chevalier work. We didn't get any more forest, but that's okay. We've done quite well, I think, overall. Don't have much in terms of archers, but take the axemen to the swordsman first. Survivors can then join with these archers, take out the axemen. Then we should be fine, I think. Ooh, 50. Yeah, that went very well. I do like fanaticism if we start building up faith things. I'm not going to be doing terrain related things. I want military, not production. So we'll take fanaticism. We're almost at the first boss. I would like some money, please. I'm going to use wood to get it. So we can now upgrade the Crusaders outpost. We're now getting 35 Crusaders and it's a garrison upgrade. Very good. Also, I really like strength in numbers. I'm going to upgrade that. That's all we can afford right now. But I'm quite pleased. To the wall. Do I need to unlock anything? No. Well, I could and play a mercenary group. Which I'm actually tempted by. If we assume I'm going to be short of archers because the Cracked Chevalier never really works, perhaps the best option would be to recruit some mercenary archers. I don't hate that idea. 100 wood. Yeah. We'll need this slot anyway at some point. There. That feels a bit stronger. Hopefully the wall won't kill me. It does mean we can't afford a plunder yet. Now that we've upgraded the Crusader Lodge, I think. No, it's Holy Crusade. Got upgraded. That is slightly better. Still doesn't feel great though. Might try to upgrade the Holy Crusade again before we try those. But let's see how this goes. I'd really like to surround this mercenary camp if I can. We kind of can, but it's a bit fiddly. Okay, let's put this here. Not going to worry about lines and exploration too much. Wooden fortress can go away, at least for now. Although actually, do you know what? It can go here quite happily. Now I can make sure that that doesn't cause any trouble. Good. Crusader outpost wants terrain types, and we can get at least 2 from plopping it in here. don't want to put a forest on top of the enemy building there. I'll leave one square free here to maybe find a way to sneak a river in at some point for an extra bonus. Oh no, I can't do that. That'll block the wall. Yeah. Okay, fine. Don't get greedy. 2 train types will have to do. These outpost does beautifully here. It'll cost me some resources, but I'll get lots of swordsmen. Church can drop in here quite happily. Actually get an exploration bonus as well. And another 10 swords. What's coming up? Rally Point needs plains and fields. Which it won't have if I put it here. And it will work with the Thieves' Hideout. The Rally Point can go in there, which means we need to reserve the Strategic Pavilion. Back to Chevalier, we might just be able to surround with water. That's awkward. It's just going to have to sit at a funny angle. Awkward. I really wanted to get this. Yeah, this will have to do. We can. Well, it won't be a connected area anymore, which is a shame. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Did we get an exploration? I don't think we did. I think we just end it here before we mess up any more axemen in the raider colony. That'll do. Okay, how can we do this? Teeny stack of archers, but that's all we need to take out the axemen. A stack of axemen to take out the swords, and then we kick ass. Wall, why do you look weird? Wall? Uh-oh. Something gone wrong. Do I need to move you down or something? Okay. Uh-oh. Did I just not click on somebody? I'm hoping I just didn't click on somebody. Ah, no, it's okay. I think I just missed somebody. You don't have to actually click on the wall. I got worried for a second there. Thought I'd broken it. What we have in fact done is kicked some ass. Though it still didn't attack the wall. Did something weird happen there? Or does the wall not come down if you block it? Never filled the hole. I've never filled the whole row like that before. Column rather. Does that prevent the wall from attacking? Interesting. Vantage points are useful but tricky to make work. Military chaplaincy is cute, but I've only got one religious building. We'll see if vantage point can be made to work. We will abandon the river for no particular reason. Let's get a building card first. We've been hurting for gold, I think. Let's see what we can do. Interesting, a church tither. That's another way of getting resources rather than exploring, which might actually be useful. Let's see if we can make it work. A lot of swordsmen here. Means I need a lot of axemen, which I actually have. I'm going to try and do this without throwing in another military building. There's not many mountains for the vantage point to connect to anyway. We'll try and get the church tither in there. Go for some greed. We also do an expedition. I'm going to risk a church, expensive though it is. It gives me starting faith of 3, which will multiply up the church tither. Let's see. That can be fiddly to work around. I'll reserve it for now. Might change that later. Actually, no, this works really well. We put this here. And we get one building next to it in the form of this church. And the horse stable will get a little bit nerfed because it's right next to it as well. And I'll get an extra 10 swordsmen from having it there. We can actually do it again by putting the church tither in. Well, I want the church tither to be adjacent to a forest. I'd really like to put it here. Hopefully we'll be able to fill in that corner with something else. Gonna have to leave a gap there, unfortunately, just because it's a bit fiddly. But this works. I'd really like to try and get two. Yeah, I'm not going to play that there. We can go down the side. Now we can get 2 lines and some exploration. Few precious resources. Raider colony needs to be hidden at the top, so it can hide at the top. squeeze this in here first. Have another horse stable, which we can make nerfed by putting it right next to the other military building here. No bonuses for that, unfortunately. Crusader outpost needs to be near terrain types. Can't quite get it next to a piece of stone though. Can't actually get it to... Need something on there. Either stone or plains needs to sit on top of that. The stone coming, good. Also the Cractor Chevaliers is coming at a really bad time. I've got nowhere to put that. This is going to look ugly as sin, but I think it's the best way to do it. Bosh, now you're connected to stone. 35 more Crusaders. And a line that we get nothing for. Why am I even playing the Cractor Chevalier? It never really does anything useful. Does it actually have a purpose? Okay. Fine. Axes take out. Archers take out whatever axes that you can. Then surviving axes versus axes. Then axes versus swords. Then swords. Do what you like. Not sure that was 100% optimal, but. 48 survivors is good. Plus faith bonuses. Pretty good. So I do have a church tither and a church, so I could try and stack it with a military chaplaincy, but I think I need more military buildings first. That said, there are no other military buildings available, and I haven't really got the gold to re-roll here. I will take the military chaplaincy and hope for the best. I mean, do I even need the Cractor Chevalier in the deck? It really isn't doing much for me. I might remove it. And replace it with something that actually does useful range damage. Have a vantage point already. Strategic Pavilion I kind of like. Although militia base is slightly easier to place. On that basis, I will attempt that. Okay, so you guys are out. You're too awkward to place and I don't like you. Militia base is in. Can't quite unlock a slot yet, but I would like to. As soon as I can unlock another slot, the vantage point goes in. No room for the chaplaincy yet. I can upgrade Holy Crusade, always useful. Let's see how this goes. Rally point isn't what I want to see. That can go in reserve. The Ranger base need forests. Okay, we can work around that. Just like this. Let's get it up like that. Didn't do that right, did I? I should have rotated it one more to the left to be able to get the mountain in. Boom. Okay. Stops it being next to forests at least. Thieves' hideout will still trigger from being close enough. Church Tither really needs to be adjacent to a forest. Haven't seen any yet. Ooh, and there's another rally point coming. That's awkward. Ooh, I really want those resources, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. There's at least 3 blocks coming without a forest showing up. Yeah, it still isn't. Okay. You'll have to go next to 1 field. You get 5 axemen, but I get another 10 swordsmen in return. Hide the raider colony at the top. You in range? No, that's a shame. You get at least 1 exploration done right there. Teeny bit of resources. You work off forest, which isn't great. The way the train's fallen hasn't really worked out. We've got forests when we didn't want them, and plains when we didn't want them. I guess what I could do is reserve the ranger base, take the rally point back out and put that there. Crusader outpost can go in here, get 2 train boosts straight away. And then a 3rd. Militia base really didn't work, did it? Should have played the watchtower instead. Okay. How's this working out? I have a perfect set of swordsmen to get rid of the archers. But then it's basically just axemen versus axemen. think I'm actually losing this battle. This is the first one we're losing just by a couple of points, which is a shame because it means we're not getting Crusaders. Yeah, no, we're okay. No, we're not. I can't add up. We lose 6. Okay. That's a warning. We need to start upgrading our military. Gaining gold when we gain faith seems like a good get for us, though. I'm going to do that. There is an opportunity to refill defences coming up as well. More notes. We aren't doing noble things. We aren't getting any bonuses for exploring a single row, but I guess this would give us some. Or we could keep stacking faith. We'll keep stacking faith. One day it'll work. I think I want gold. We have got an opportunity to heal up, so I'm going to make a trade with defense points here. We can go to the port, immediately heal. And this is the last fight before the keep. So let's unlock a slot because we're going to need it. Vantage point absolutely needs to come in. I was going to take militia base out. Yeah, because actually churches aren't production buildings, they're religious buildings. They produce faith, but they're not production buildings. Actually, that was a really stupid pick. Okay, do you know what? I think that was so bad, I'm going to actually sell it. $50 gold. Which means I can upgrade the church tither. Yeah. And I can play. I want to bring the Crack de Chevalier back again. I don't think I do, honestly. Archers are no good against swordsmen anyway. Is mostly what we're going to be up against. Let's bring in the military chaplaincy. Need to do a good job of this with the military though. The vantage point needs plains or fields adjacent to a mountain. We'll give it every chance and put it in the middle. Don't want vantage point there, I want it here. Outpost works from mountains, don't want you. Mercenary camp though, we can hide straight into the corner. Now we immediately have a plains connected to the mountain. Stuff is happening. Fortunately, I can't connect another mountain to the mountain just yet. But solutions are forthcoming. Raid colony I want elsewhere. Outpost, I guess we can hide down here actually. Now I can reconnect the mountain. Stuff. Church tither needs to be adjacent to a forest, which we can absolutely do. Connect another plains to the watchtower. No? Oh, it has to be adjacent to the mountain to trigger. Right, okay. But now the tither's next to a forest, so that will get... What does it get? Oh, resources. Nice. You need to be adjacent to a religious building. which I can't do right now. Hopefully later. Yeah, you're fine. Leaves a little gap, but that's okay. It's a double row. Old Tower's a level 3 enemy building. It has to go in reserve. Ah. No, you're not a religious building, I don't think. We're going to have to just drop the Raider colony in. Ooh, stone fortress. No, that's okay. There's no mountains anywhere near. We can make this work. I'm not going to be able to get a religious building next to this, am I? Church Tither's already in, but the church itself hasn't shown up yet. Maybe we can still make it work. Can I sneak the outpost in here? Yes, we can. And we got the same unit type bonus, which I'd completely forgotten about, from Tactical Advantage. There's the church, finally. I think if I put the stone fortress here, Thieves' Hideout could go down here and trigger from all 3 buildings. Or 4 in fact. The other one as well. Awesome. So now we put the church in finally next to the other religious building. All the things trigger. That's awesome. Pleased with that. I think there's much else we can do here. Oh, how did that trigger? Boo. Oh, it's aligned, isn't it? That's why. Okay, that went well, I think. I think the best way to start is take my axemen and smash the swordsmen, which they should do fairly comfortably. Then make a big stack of swordsmen and take out the archers. Boom. Pleased with that. Interesting, a healing item, which if we somehow manage to beat the keep, which honestly I don't think we will, but if we do somehow beat it, that will help us heal up on Act 3. I've already established militia bases aren't much use. Optimizer isn't going to trigger very often. I think Recluse Monk it is. Okay, boss time. I don't have enough to unlock, which is a shame. Character Chevaliers is really awkward to place, but I think we need it. I'll take the chaplaincy back out, put that in. I guess the church tither's easy enough to place. Hopefully it won't come back to bite me. Can't upgrade anything, which is a bit of a shame. Let's do some plundering and see if it unlocks an upgrade. Did. Only to the church though. Again. Now we've got 2 more things. Military chaplaincy or reliloquy. Yikes, I'd really like to upgrade a military building. How close are we? Vantage point nowhere near. Raider colony, we're only 50 gold away from upgrading the raider colony, which is a very good unit. That would be good to get. I could sell something to get 50 gold to do that. Maybe the reliloquy, because we're not going to be able to upgrade it very often because of our limited resources due to famine. And 1 faith, when we've got other ways of making faith, I don't think it's making a big difference selling it. We upgrade the raider colony. Garrison of 70 for that. That could be crucial. Okay, you can go right in the middle. Don't want to put any buildings there. Just trying to cover up as many trap squares as possible until something I actually want to play comes. Thief's hideout needs to be near to other buildings. Guess we can manage that. Plonk it in there and hope for the best. Immediately triggers from the keep. Oh, it triggers twice from the keep. That's interesting. And good. Can't say I'm impressed with this. Reserve it for a second. Not ideal, but it can go in there. Practice Chevalier also needs to leave a gap. I don't want to be triggering stuff. Try and surround it by planes if we can. Church can sneak in here without triggering anything. Don't like that very much. We'll just put it here and hope for the best. You surround the Cractor Chevalier and get 1 more planes in there. That might work well. Vader Outpost needs terrain types, which works pretty well right there. Vantage point needs to be connected to a mountain. I could force it to be connected to a mountain, maybe. Damn it. No plains or fields. Okay, we're going to have to do it like this. In there, so you will trigger 10 swordsmen as well. Drop that in there, and we get a whole two archers. Oh, I can't surround the Cractor Chevalier. That's disappointing. Unless there's another planes literally coming. You need terrain types, so we can get that to trigger. Gosh darn it. Church tithe needs to be adjacent to a forest, which it absolutely is. And we get a hit point here that I don't need. Raider colony at least can go in a, like I say, a vaguely useful position, but we're going to trigger trap cards. Does this need to be fully on the map to get its... I think it does. I think we've got to play it here. And I think that's all we can manage. Yep. Oh, did we convert somebody? I didn't know we still had that. Oh yeah, fanaticism, convert a random enemy group with less than your faith plus 10. So we converted one of theirs to ours. That's very handy. That might make the difference. I think we're okay here, surprisingly. I didn't feel like it went well, but... I think we're going to live. Some of the merging bonuses from strength in numbers helped. We actually won with surviving troops. Wow. Didn't expect that as we were going through that messy end phase. But here we are. A castle. A flat 40. Bit late for a treadmill crane. We aren't really doing forest. Take the castle. Don't know if I'll use it. I do have cards that are working with plains and mountains. Well, a card I think, which is the vantage point. So we'll leave the forest. Act 3, let's go. Gold, please. Don't think I'm going to use these, to be honest. Deck's full enough and I need military. I'll take Roadhouse and then immediately sell it. Money. Okay, there's 2 battles coming. I feel like I'm going to need a technology card rather than a building card, so I'll head to the left. That's a lot of high level stuff. Probably going to reserve 1, so we're going to be dealing with swordsmen. I mean, it's possible we could nerf one of the swordsmen with like the raider colony. Put the raider colony next to the prison. prison will get nerfed. What if I did? Gonna risk a loot. Well, let's see what we can upgrade first. Yeah, I can upgrade Holy Crusade first, so loot will get better. Could upgrade the church, which honestly it's fairly cheap. Let's do it. Keep using it. Now I'll send an expedition to loot. That unlocks one more upgrade somewhere. Recluse Monk, which is pretty cheap to do. Don't need to heal yet though, because I've not taken any damage, so I won't do it for now. We shall hold off. Let's see if we can get this to work. Remember, raider colony next to prison. Siege camp can get into reserve and stay there, I think. This is the first prison. There's another one to come. You won't nerf the prison yet, but you could. At the very least, you'll get 10 swordsmen. Oh look, the raider colony's coming. That's perfect. Get wrecked. 10 more swordsmen and it kills the prison. And we got an achievement for doing so. Marvellous. Now, I don't want useful things next to the raider colony because it will nerf them. But I could put wasteland next to them. So with that in mind, I'm quite happy to just leave one gap there. That's not doing any harm. We'll just surround the raider colony with these wasteland squares so we don't lose any axemen. We might be able to set something up here as well. Siege camp we don't want in range of our buildings. We'll have to put it here. It's going to be a little bit awkward. Don't really have terrain types to get the Crusader outpost working unless I can drop something else on it later. It is at least safe there. Vantage point needs to be next to a mountain, which we haven't seen yet. Church tithe needs to... Oh. Heck, we abandoned... We abandoned the forest, didn't we? Church tithe is no good to us anymore. Hecky thump. Okay, goodbye church tither at the end of this battle, try and remember. That's not a good positioning either, particularly. Another prison has appeared. I think I could put it here without any bad things happening. Hold on, if I put that there, you can go down here and give me a second trigger on the lodge there. Now if I put you here, what vantage point becomes connected to the mountain. Tractor Chevalier is going to be no use to anybody other than giving me a faith point. Kind of sucks, but I can get this in here. We do get a few token archers at least. And that is about all we can do. Things got a little bit messy towards the end there. That enemy siege camp made things very difficult. "40 swordsmen is a lot, but I have 50 axemen from the raider camp, which has been the star of this run so far." That's not ideal, is it? Can I make a bigger stack of archers to take out these axemen? Not really, I've only got 8 of them. Feels bad. Yeah, I guess we just take the good trade while we've got it. Axemen mess up the swordsmen. Then take out what's left of the axes. Archers, archers, axes versus axes. And then hopefully there won't be too many axemen surviving to take on my swordsmen. I feel like there should have been a better way to do it than the way I just did. We're okay. Recruit 4 times your faith from a commandery. It's about time we found a faith payoff. We are getting some. We end up with 5 or 6 faith a turn. We had 25 odd swordsmen from that. We'll do it. And also, before I forget, sadly, due to decisions made, the church tither is no longer any use, so it has to be sold. 200 gold coming back from the sale though. Ooh, could upgrade tactical advantage, which doesn't trigger often, to be fair. Could upgrade the church again, which I don't hate, because we do have an actual military payoff for faith now. Done. Don't want to boost exploration because it's being nerfed by our handicap. So we aren't transforming, we aren't exploring very much. I guess erudition, even though it won't trigger very often. It's a shame you can't re-roll these because I probably would. But that's the least worst option. Couple of battles to come. We do get the opportunity to heal or upgrade. I managed to get through these 2 battles without damage. We can do a free upgrade, which might be nice. So, we now have spaces. Welcome Castle. Unlock the last slot, welcome commandery. So I'm not using everything. I mean, at this point, do I need to worry about getting more crusaders? We're only going to use them for expeditions now. I reckon I can sell that. I don't think I'm going to use it again. It's only 50 gold, but you never know. It might get spent on mercenaries for the last boss. We have no more resources for anything else. We could do a plunder, but Nothing looks close. I think we'll just go for it. This hideout needs to be near other buildings. I can leave it for a second while I set up other things. Castle just sits there and gives me units, which is fine by me. Oh, I didn't realise it filled in squares like that. That's the first time I've played noble units. I didn't realise they did that. Well, that's cute. Knowing what I now know, let's put Thieves' Hideout here so it will trigger. That vantage point can go into hiding. Cracked Chevalier can sit on top of here. Maybe we can surround it with the wilderness. Vantage point needs to be near plains, but also plains that are connected to mountains. Ooh, that's going to be tricky, isn't it? Go in there. You're not connected to a mountain. Perhaps I can surround the Cracked Chevalier with buildings. Crusader Outpost can go here. That's 2 triggers and some more units. And that's a 3rd trigger. I'm not going to get anything to put down the right edge, am I? Darn it. Rally point needs plains or fields. Hide it where there aren't any. Sorry, Cracked Chevalier, you're just going to have to get filled in by mountains. This is a good time to plop in the Raider colony where it won't get nerfed too much. Finally, something I can drop down the right. Resources in. Think you need to be near anything particularly. Stone Fortress needs to be aligned with mountains. That kind of works. But my vantage point here, that gets a few triggers. Now be careful, don't put a plains next to the enemy rally point. Do it like that. That's an unfortunate mountain piece that's on the way. We can play around it like this. That's going to nerf my garrison a little bit. I think we can get away with it. Ooh, damn it, it also triggered the Stone Fortress. I was trying to last long enough to get this played. We can at least get some exploration bonuses. But with that done, I think that's enough. Went reasonably well though. Still don't have a really good group of archers to take out the axemen, which is a shame. But we've got plenty of axemen versus axemen. I think this will work. And then I want to make a giant stack of swordsmen, take out the archers. There we go. Slightly hasty calculation there, but I think I got it right. Actually didn't, did I? Still won by a mile. I think I got that slightly wrong in terms of the matchups. Nonetheless, a good result. Increase max HP by 15. Yeah. Remember, there's a heal coming up, so we can make this work. As long as I head toward the port. Also, now that all slots are open, we can do some serious explorating. Almost do all three things, but not quite. I'll do another outpost. I want the heals. We'll do a plunder. Let's just see what that's unlocked for us. It's upgraded tithe, which I feel like we're getting money. I think I need to stack that more. We're actually pretty close to being able to upgrade some other things. Let's do one more plunder. I could do tactical advantage, I could do thieves hideout, which has been working quite well. I could do strong defender again, which I don't hate. Thieves hideout will do first. There are a lot of archers coming next battle, which is good. Thieves upgrade produces thieves hideout produces swordsmen, which should work well against them. What does Hotik's Lair do? Loses faith for aligned buildings. Well, I don't really care about faith so much at this stage. Well, we have one military building that works off of it. We'll see if we can avoid too much trouble. Raider colony I don't really want early, that's a shame. Go into reserve for a moment. Crusader outpost will go very nicely here for 2 terrain types already. Barracks, barracks gains swordsman from gold earned. That can get out of hand very quickly. Although, with our lack of resources being generated, it might not trigger too much. I'm still going to put it in reserve though. I'm going to suck up the 2 squares of nerfing. We do get the adjacency buff. Vantage point needs to be near a mountain, which we don't have anything of at the moment. Let's hide it behind the ranger thing here and hope for the best. Stronghold mustn't have empty squares next to it. I guess we can start surrounding it here like this. If I put the castle on top, how does that work? Helps to surround it. I do want... No, I don't. This will actually fit in perfectly right here. There, safely surrounded. And we can block up the right hand side. How does the Cracked Chevalier work if it's surrounded entirely by buildings? Now I'm curious. Haven't seen a single mountain to get in here and trigger the Crusader outpost, which is a shame. But it's not the be all and end all. Oh, although I put the thieves' hideout here, only triggers once. But now I can put the church down here. Let's get a teeny bit of exploration bonus. Now I can connect the Cracked Chevalier up to this really big plains area, so we might actually get some value out of it this turn. Ooh, that's an annoyingly late stronghold that's coming. I think now is a good time to take the barracks out of hiding. Get 10 swordsmen from it here. I can put the stronghold there into hiding. And the commandery can just plop in here. What's that now? 9 faith? Pretty good. And we got a heal. What triggers that? I've forgotten. Oh, it's one of these, isn't it? It's, what is it? Recluse monk, religious buildings next to a mountain. So with that being in mind, let's do it again. That's about all we've got. Oh, look at all those archers. Cracked Chevalier actually did something good. Axemen take out swordsmen. Huge death stack of swordsmen take out archers. We've won this by a mile. That's gone really well. Look at him go. Boom. Oof, nearly 500 Crusaders now. Anything that I'd like to bring in? Yes, I'd like to bring in a level 2 raider colony. The first one has been doing great work. I think we can bring in a second and drop something else. So before we go to refill defences, we upgrade Holy Crusade. And we can do some serious expeditioning. Yeah, we can do all the things. We'll build another church. We will get 5 more hit points. And then we will plunder twice. Which enables us to upgrade Recluse Monk. So we would get 2 heals for adjacent mountain pieces. I reckon we don't need to heal at the port. I think we can make it work with Recluse Monk. I think it will be a better use now that we've got that to take an upgrade instead. Can't quite pay for an advanced upgrade unless I was to sell a couple of cards. I think I'm using everything that I want. Well, let's have a quick look. What could we get rid of? I have just bought in a second Thief's Hideout. So I could drop one of the other military buildings. Or I could drop Vantage Point, which has not been working for us at all. And we could sell Erudition, because we're not going to pick any more cards. We're right near the boss. Got a goddamn plan. Check it. Sell you. 50. Sell you. 50 more. We can now pay for an advanced upgrade. It hit Commandery. Interesting. Right. Final boss time. We now have slot free because we sold the Vantage Point. Raider Colony goes in. Excuse me. I could conceivably buy a mercenary camp. Do I want to do that? I think I do. Practice Chevalier never triggers for anything more than a dozen archers, and it's only level 1. Deselect you, buy some mercenaries. That feels stronger and easier to place. Is there anything that won't work on this boss? I think everything does. Yeah, okay. I think this is as good as we can get it. Here we go. Boss has only got 150 hit points. I think we can do this. I think we can do this as long as we don't screw it up and give them loads of garrison units. Hopefully we can do enough to stop that from happening. Try and level things out. Ugh. It's going to be awkward with these trap squares, isn't it? Okay, we can do this. Ugh. Hang on, Thieves' Hideout's coming. That benefits from other buildings. Reserve that. Play the Thieves' Hideout in here. It should trigger from being next to the keep. It does. Awesome. Again, that's an awkward configuration of traps. Yes, the least worst thing to do is bring this out of hiding. Slide it there. That doesn't really help either. But again, we can work around this. Where's the best place for you to be, I don't really want to mess up the edges. Go in here. I like how I'm now on minus 21. How did that happen? Oh, it came from these hideout, nerfing resources. There's going to be a mercenary camp heading our way in the very near future. Can we find a way to avoid that? No, not in 2 turns. Do we even get anything from the single rows? Because no, because we're on famine, we don't even get anything. This is going to make things difficult with the bribery. Is there any way I can set up a multiple row? Uh-oh. Things are getting tricky. Considering bringing the mercenary camp back out of reserve, but even if I do, there isn't a good place to put that either. This sucks, but it's the best I can come up with. Church can go in here. That I don't hate. And we heal 2 hit points. 69 defense. Nice. Shame I can't get another building in the vicinity of the thieves' hideout. Yeah, we're just going to have to live with that. Didn't want that right now. Okay, acknowledging that there's going to be another mercenary camp to deal with, I'm going to put this one in here. At least it won't nerf the raiders camp. Commander is coming. That could go in here and trigger the thieves' hideout, potentially. Square block kind of sucks. You're just going to have to go there. Yep, there goes the other mercenary camp. Bad. So bad. Might know to put a flipping trap square there. I think I've got to do it anyway. I can't remember how much the traps do. I heal 2. I'm extra religious building. They get 20 on the garrison. Castle's on the way. That will turn a lot of things into plains, which doesn't really help me. It does give me a 40 strong garrison. I don't have a good place to put this mountain. I guess what I could do is just make sure it's connected to the rest of the mountain in case I get to do something with like the vantage point or something. I don't think I've played the vantage point yet. No, so that might be a thing. Does make it look very ugly though. It's suboptimal planes, but we'll plonk it in there. Okay, castle. Where can I put you that doesn't totally suck? I guess this is the least worst spot. Oh, that's mean. That there is mean. But it is what it is. I still can't do it now. Can't even put the mercenary camp in there without triggering a trap. They've got another mercenary camp. Curse them. No, I do not have a good place to put it at all. Yeah, I'm just going to have to plop it in there. I can hide this mountain in the gap. Whoa! Don't trigger yet. Raided colony I want to hide up the top somewhere so that it doesn't get nerfed, or put it next to wasteland, but we don't have any wasteland. Guess it can go here. Scared. There's a Crusader outpost coming which needs to be near terrain types. If it doesn't put a trap there, then that would be a good spot. Or there. I've got options. Don't really have options for this mountain piece though. It's just going to have to go wherever. Okay, so this works. In you go. Though honestly, I don't really need Crusaders at this stage. Guess you can go in there. No bonus because we're on a famine handicap. Do I have any buildings left? No. No. So with that in mind, do we just go for it? I haven't done the math. I don't know how close we are to winning or losing. Why would I do that? That takes all the fun out of it. Right. Okay. Here we go. Oh, 45. That was a huge 45 from the commandery at the end. That could make all the difference. So we have a stack of axemen to deal with, which needs archers, which I don't have, which is unfortunate. Well, I guess it's going to have to be axemen versus axemen, which we do have plenty of. That's exactsies. Then we just add up whoever's left. Hang on. Do it with the swordsman first, because we'll get the stacking bonus from strength in numbers, I think. Then the axemen. Then we win. I think, if I've done my math correctly. Go, go, go. Crusader outpost doesn't care about terrain types at this point. Yes, you're probably right. Woohoo! And we've got a headquarter quest done. We've unlocked a graveyard. Spooky. Yay! That's the first challenge run I've beaten. I'm quite pleased. I think I made the correct decision in taking this faction. It was a bit of a cheese in all honesty. But I'm pleased with how that went. Definitely doing trial famine with, forget the name of the faction, the one with all the Crusaders, is the best choice. Because you get nerfed on exploring, but the faction doesn't really use resource exploration anyway. Or very little. Well, that just leaves drafting as the one I haven't tried. Instead of picking a new card each round, you select them at the beginning of each act. Guild and university still work as usual if you want more cards. Well, that sounds fun. Let's try the Republic with this. Haven't played the Republic for a while. Hopefully I can still remember the intricacies. So what do we start with first of all? Neighbourhood stuff. And we're turning plains and forest into a neighbourhood. Oh no, Rhyme, I haven't done all 9 other trials. I was just referring to the challenges. I haven't looked at the trials yet. So probably I don't want to build up on rivers here if I'm focusing on forest and plains. Thieves' Hideout did good work for us in the last game, but I don't want to lose the resources maybe. On the other hand, Strategic Pavilion isn't going to fire off much. I've only got 1 military building. Let's see if we can make Thieves' Hideout work without nerfing our resources too tragically. Right, again, don't really want to work off rivers if I can avoid it. Forest into plains, kind of Tax office might provide gold if we aren't using rivers, so that might work. Don't really want to mess around with faith stuff, at least this early. Barracks again, if I'm not doing rivers or I don't have a super way of getting gold, I don't know how useful that would be. Although, Belfry generates gold, doesn't it? Belfry does generate a lot of gold. That might work well. Let's take a barracks. Another faith thing, which I kind of like that one honestly, but I don't have any faith stuff. Might just take the farm. It's a single square building. It's easy to place. We will be using plains. Sure. Haven't picked up too much military yet, have I? Yeah, we've only got the barracks and the belfry. That's axemen and swords. So, hey, look, here's archers. It's another lose resource thing, which I'm not a huge fan of, but okay. And that's our deck. Okay. I'll take the plains heavy peaceful region, I think, as we have a farm in the deck. Lots of things. I think we need to focus on unlocking things to start with. We'll take both slots. We will throw in. There's no enemies, so I don't need the military units. Obviously, we still need Belfry because it generates gold and population. We'll put in the farm and the tax office. That looks pretty good, actually. And then we do have an upgrade available on the Belfry. Start of a run, I think it's best to try and stack more population growth for future upgrades, so we'll take this one. And away we go. Tax office works off alignment, so it doesn't hurt to put it at the bottom. Belfry needs to be near neighbourhoods, which it can be. Also put it next to the Belfry. Start stacking some gold. Neighbourhood to Belfry, and we're away. Downtown's on the way, which will turn plains and forest into neighbourhood. That's good. Perfect for the Belfry. That's going to do good work for us. guess I'll just fill in this fiddly gap. Then make another fiddly gap on brand. Farm's not going to have much to work with, is it? We're going to just... It's only a level 1 farm, mind you. That won't hit anything though. We'll just plop it up here and hope to get it later. Don't like putting a forest next to the farm, but I guess. Gonna have to leave a gap, feels bad. Still, the belfry's doing work and we're getting a lot of population, which is always good. Ooh, warehouses. I should have been paying attention to that, and I wasn't. I'm not going to have any neighbourhoods connected. Well, poop. Well, we're going to get one connected, but not ideal. Missed out on a bit of wood there, I feel. I should have been able to somehow connect that to the lower building, I feel. Finish on a double. Still went reasonably well. Do I want to pick up an extra card yet, or a technology card? Bearing in mind that we don't get additional ones from other sources, I think we ought to pick up another building card. I do like my garrison cards. Prison could work really well, especially early game. Wooden Fortress I'm less of a fan of. Raider Colony I really like. So yeah, Raider Colony it is. Not much in the way of plains in this area, so for that reason I don't mind removing the farm. Guess we'll also remove the tax office. It's 3 military buildings. I'd like to keep downtown and warehouse involved. And it's not a difficult fight at this stage. I think that'll be okay. Also, we can upgrade the belfry again, which can add a garrison, which I don't think we need yet, or food or wood. Our farm doing food, so I guess we'll go wood for a good balance. Don't have any cards that work with rivers, so I don't need to worry too much about connecting the rivers up. Belfry has appeared. It's not connected to anything yet, but it can be. Don't mind using the mercenary camp just to fill in an awkward area here. Now we can connect the belfry. Stronghold is awkward to deal with. That can go in reserve. Downtown will work well next to the belfry here. Actually saw that there was a planes coming here, so I want to save that for this column here next to downtown. So that gives us a double row and a load of triggers of things. Resources are flooding in after doing the famine challenge previously. I feel spoiled. You need buildings in range. Which? There aren't really, but I've got buildings coming. Although, strategic pavilion I don't. No, that's okay. Strategic pavilions is adjacent. That will work. Leaving gaps feels bad. But we get the neighbourhood triggers. So the strategic pavilion, check its ranges. Yeah, I can go in here. It'll trigger my building, but not itself. Raid colony just needs to hide somewhere, and it can hide next to my building, so I get another 10 swordsmen. Warehouses I've actually done right this time. Woof, there goes some wood. What's up, Cat? I think she wants to go out. This is a fiddly one. Yeah, not ideal. This will cost me an axeman, but I don't think it matters. Trying to see if I can actually set up any more rows, or if I should just not bother. I should just not bother. So, simply enough, axemen take out archers. Sorry, swordsmen take out archers. Axes take out swords. This particular faction, the surplus goes into gold, which is useful. Gold that upgrades card slots. We're a bit low on food, so okay. Don't have anything to get more gold, which is a shame. I'm not going to spend gold, so I guess food to wood. Peaceful region is not tempting in the slightest, as there's no plains for my farm to work with. That's not great either, to be fair, but we're going to have to do our best. Don't have the gold to unlock a slot. We'll almost certainly reserve the level 2 stronghold. I think we'll be able to take out the rest. Belfry can upgrade again. We'll get it to recruit based on planes of the types available. Upgrade the tax office or the farm. Neither of which I'm currently using. So we'll hold off for now. It would be nice to be able to unlock another slot. Is there anything we can sell? Is there anything that I've picked that I'm not going to use? Honestly, I'm probably not going to use supply line. I don't really like it. It costs me resources. It's hard to get a big number of troops without upgrading it. I'm going to sell that because then it enables me to unlock slot. I can now throw in the tax office. The extra loot. More gold means I can unlock more things. That could snowball us a little bit. Stronghold has appeared early, which isn't ideal, but I definitely want it reserved. Belfry needs to be next to plains. Which we can make work. I'll put this one on top. I can put the plains one down the bottom and get it converted to more neighbourhood. Much better. Okay, this works. Don't really need the forest, that can go out of the way. Then the warehouses can connect to the neighbourhoods in here. Less impressed with this. Ranger base is coming, which needs to be connected to forest. So we'll hide it down the bottom here. Still get some value from the plains. Raider colony, I'd really like that closer to the end. I think I'm just going to hide it at the edge here. Could get nerfed a little bit, but we should still win anyway. Yeah, don't like it, but it's the way it's worked out. Okay, if I keep this square free, the tax office will hit warehouses and raider colony. So let's do that. Thieves hideout will also work quite nicely. Triggers lots of things. Tax office goes as well, I think. Did it? I went so fast I didn't notice. Yeah, the garrison here can go in here. Again, another 10 swordsmen. Tax office triggers again. Double row, don't mind if I do. Might even squeeze a couple of extra ones out at the end here. Or maybe we won't, not quite. Still, that went very well, I think. Swordsmen take out archers. Don't have any archers to take out their axemen, which is a shame, but we'll axeman up. Pretty good. Some free wood. No plains at all here. A bit here. Don't have unlockings yet. We can do the belfry again. Not always clear what you're getting when you click this. Now, this is going to stack the population for more upgrades. We're still on Act 1, so I think that's worth taking. Upgrade the warehouses, sure. And we'll upgrade the farm as well. Having range 2 makes a big difference, I think. We can even do the tax office. We've got a lot of wood. That felt really good. That was a lot of upgrades. Downtown isn't going to trigger from anything yet. Let's reserve it. Warehouses can connect up. Don't mind playing the mercenary camp. Okay, now I've got a target for playing downtown. Raider colony, as we know, needs really to stay at the end, so that can go away. No, don't play that there. I don't want to block up the neighbourhood. Ranger base is a bit suboptimal. That doesn't want to be connected to forests. We'll reserve that. Now I'll hide the raider colony. Tax office can sit here quite happily. Double trigger. Finally some more neighbourhood, so we keep it connected. Good. Ranger base needs forest, which isn't here, and this will trigger the tax office again. My Thieves' Hideout can go in here. Triple row, beautiful. 2 building triggers. And the tax office again. Fantastic. That will hit the raider camp. I don't think I want to do that. Are you connected? Do you need to be connected to the city belfry? That might be a whoops. Guess we'll find out. Don't think there's any value in hiding any more squares in here. No, we'll just go. Ooh, yeah, the belfry didn't trigger at all, did it? Ooh, that sucked. Unfortunate. On the positive side, we've got a nice, comfortable win of the battle again. Just like that. Yeah, so Belfry's got to be next to the city. It doesn't make that clear on the card. It just says collect X resources for every thing in the city. It doesn't say you have to be adjacent to it, but you do. Trading fair. I have infinite wood. I would like more gold. Perfect. Wall, you're going down. I'm feeling confident about this. We can unlock we could unlock both slots. Do we want to do that? Yeah, actually, I think we do. Farm in, barracks in. Can't afford any more upgrades now. But honestly, 1, 2, 3, 4 against 4. Well, we need to be a little bit careful. And a 67 garrison. A little bit careful, but I think we'll be okay. You get things from being adjacent to other military buildings, of which there are none immediately on the way. So that's good. Let's get you surrounded. Block off all the squares you can trigger off. Done. Excellent. Doesn't mean I can't use... Well, I can still trigger you from the tax office. Yeah, actually. What we can do is tax office here, get a trigger. Rally point can go in here. Triggers again. Do need to make sure it's not next to a plains though. Going to leave a gap just to make sure that that doesn't get messed up. Put you there, then use the downtown to immediately convert you to a neighbourhood. Thusly. And it triggers the tax office. Don't like that square of river that's coming much. Go in reserve for a second. Barracks works really well, and we can put it next to the tax office. All the gold we're owning from the tax office works really well with the barracks. It's a shame we couldn't have got it down earlier. Raider camp I will happily put here to trigger the tax office again, which triggers the everything. Oh yeah, challenge complete. Achievement, 100 gold with the tax office. Farm, there's just buildings everywhere. Just go in there and keep things neat and tidy. As we established last game, the belfry does need to be adjacent rather to the city, which it now is. There we go. Oof, that's some serious resources. I like it. Thieves' hideout wants to be next to other buildings. Well, that's handy. We are leaving a small gap, but worth. There's a wooden fortress and a strategic pavilion still to come for the enemy. Hide this here. That won't affect the raider colony because it's not a terrain square. We do get 10 swordsmen. Strategic pavilion can go in reserve. We're doing it. Oh, did trigger one swordsman from there, but that's fine. There wasn't really anywhere else to put that long piece. Sneak the warehouses in here. Please move up, wall. It did not. Never mind, we had a good run. Things are still triggering from the tax office, and the wall triggered the tax office, which also triggered the barracks. Is it? There were some combos going there. Okay, so Axeman onto swordsman, get wrecked. Don't have any archers to deal with their axemen, which is a shame. Guess we'll just double up like that. And then swordsman to archers and done. Very good. Crushing it. Okay, we've picked literally nothing to do with rivers, so bye-bye rivers. Oh, we're drafting again. Okay. Do we start trying to do faith shenanigans? I think not. None of these are great. I'm going to re-roll this. Well, there we go. A market, which works with our neighbourhoods. That looks cute. Might replace the farm. Not doing noble buildings. More military is always a good idea. War stables are tricky to get right. Stone fortresses can work better. Cheaper upgrades seems like an awesome idea. Don't want a second farm, not doing faith, so by process of elimination, orchard. Well, like that, enclosure. Each military building adjacent to at least 3 neighbourhood gains 5. 3 neighbourhood squares, not 3 neighbourhood pieces. So yeah, that should work. That doesn't seem impossible to trigger. So yeah, I think I'm going to sell the farm and replace it with the market. Might sell the orchard, but I might not as well. I'm not really getting bonuses for fields particularly. Yeah, market uses my infinite supply of wood to upgrade, so I can immediately make it level 3 as well. I like. I think that one's slightly better. Right at the beginning of Act 2. Let's see if we can get another building card. Siege camp I like. Raider colony I like. Hunting lodge I don't particularly. I'll take a siege camp. Okay, enemy units are getting a bit more scary. Having abandoned the river, I wonder if I should abandon the tax office now. Got enough money to have upgraded all my slots, so I don't need to get gold for that anymore. Marketing instead. Add in the siege camp for military reasons. There isn't much stone here, so I don't think the stone fortress is the way to go yet. Belfry could be upgraded. Recruit units for planes, I think is what we're getting here. Oh, should have done that first. Building upgrades may get cheaper. I haven't selected the orchard yet. I might end up selling that if I need money. But I don't right now. Go. Ugh, stronghold sucks early on. Go away. Not terribly impressed getting a belfry early on, but there is a neighbourhood square coming. Ugh, barracks is awkward. Oh man. If I'm earning a lot of gold, barracks can get out of control. Gonna have to find a way to deal with the stronghold. Don't want to put it on top of the belfry though. It gets 21 archers if I put it there though. Ugh. Don't like it, but I'm going to have to. So, in order to connect the belfry up, this neighbourhood has got to go in here, because it won't connect to the belfry if I put it in here. So this square has got to go that way. That keeps the belfry connected to the neighbourhood. Oh, downtown's coming. Turns plains into neighbourhoods. Perfect. Happily surround the stronghold. So, yeah, this works fine. Stronghold is safely surrounded, and also I think this will hit the stronghold. Yes, it will. Beautiful. His hideout will trigger nicely here. Here's my barracks, which I would have loved to have seen earlier. There's also a second stronghold on the way, I note. Let's make a platform for it here. We can siege camp it, and it triggers all our things. Now we just need to make sure we're surrounding it. Double row here first. Market connects to the neighbourhood just, but I then can't connect the warehouses. Warehouses collect wood though, and we've got lots of wood. We don't have much food, so I'll use the market. Yep, more swordsmen. Make sure we surround that. Warehouses are going to be useless, sadly. More swordsmen. MVP, Thieves Hideout. It's doing work. And again. Stronghold safely surrounded. Oh, look at this. We can even finish with a triple. Boom. Did nerf our axemen, but I don't think that's a problem. And one little row at the end. Fantastic. Let's take out the axemen first. We don't have archers again. That's probably one thing I do need to add is some archer units. ass is being kicked at the moment. $66. I think at this point we can start getting technology cards. Card that modifies cards? What do you mean? Use technology card upgrade costs. That sounds like a plan. Need to head for this hostile region if I can. Which I can, that's fine. We'll pick up more gold here. Don't need to go that way. I can take this route and get another technology card here. Transforms terrains. I don't think I care about that. We're not doing religion. We'll take isolation, which is cute if we can make that work. Hard one to trigger, but it'll be interesting to try. Yeah, if I take the battle here, I can't do the free upgrade, but that's not the end of the world. Lots of archers to deal with, so we need swordsmen, which we have. Upgrading the barracks looks like a good idea. I'm still using the tax office? Not right now. Upgrade things first that make things cheaper before you start upgrading things. Okay. Stone Fortress needs to be next to aligned to mountains. Remember that, aligned. Vantage point only needs to be connected to mountains, which we can avoid reasonably easily, like that. So that's done. Warehouses slot in nicely here. Downtown triggers off of forest, so that's okay. One more enemy building to come, so I'll happily play this mercenary camp. Raider colony can go in reserve, we'll play it later. Siege camp can go in here. These hideout will work perfectly next to the city here. Awesome. Even plop the marketing on top and still be connected. Fantastic. Bastion is the last unit. Go in reserve forever. But there's my barracks. It's a shame that didn't come out earlier. I keep things far away from the raider colony here as possible. Belfry's come out really late, which hasn't made things easy for us, unfortunately. Get a little bit off it, but not much. I'm going to call that good. Don't want to nerf my axemen here. Axemen to swordsmen. Swordsmen to kick ass. Looking good. Okay, I'm going to avoid that because I don't want to miss the battle. Do I feel cheeky enough to skip this? It's not particularly favourable. I might regret this. I might just die on the keep as a result, but I'm going to skip that one hostile row. I'm going to take the upgrade pre-route. Land expansion works well, because I'll be transforming things to make it into neighbourhoods. So I'll take that. Now we've got peaceful regions, so let's remove things like raid colony, play the orchard. I don't think it hurts to still have some military units here. I think we still get the bonus gold for generating them. We can upgrade the belfry. And we could upgrade it to work off wastelands, which was cute. That is cute. I don't need to do it right now. But we know we're definitely going to need it. Okay, I'll go on then. Why not? Upgrading land expansion's pretty cheap. And we've got just enough left to do the tax office. Keep things neat and tidy to start with. Reserve the long bar till we've got enough to make good things happen, which won't take too long. There we go. That's a 4-liner. Warehouses will sit nicely in there. Belfry will sit nicely in. Oh, Belfry got bigger because we upgraded it. I never noticed that. That'll teach me to pay attention. Okay, in that case, downtown can go here. Not aligning to the tax office, which is a shame. Belfry can go here. You're going to have to sit up here because I don't want to block this path here, because the downtown should connect the neighbourhood up. There we go. Now it's all one big thing. We get stuff. What does Orchard want? It needs to be adjacent to production buildings. Oh. Belfry count as production? That's literally all I've got, so I'm going to have to hope it does. No, it did. There we go. And it's by the tax office as well. Better late than never, barracks. Oh, we can connect the market to the neighbourhood. That's a bit of luck. Wasn't planning for that at all, but that's an awesome return. Ka-ching. Don't think we can quite do another one, can we? No, not quite. Well, that went well. I just hope it was worth it in terms of having to deal with 200 odd military units on the keep battle. I guess we'll find out. So first things first. I think we can do without warehouses. Tax office needs to go, orchard needs to go, market needs to go. We get thieves, hideout, stone fortress, raider colony. And actually I've run out of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 6. Do I use some mercenaries here just to be safe? Yeah, let's dip into my supplies of wood. I'll run a mercenary camp. We can upgrade the belfry yet again. This is so hard to read, I can't tell what I'm upgrading. I think that's still snowballing more upgrades, but I don't think I need to do that at this stage. That's got a 6 where there was previously a 4. I think that's a military upgrade. That's a lot of text. It's been a long stream. Oh. Remember to check for upgrading the things. I like the idea of upgrading the thieves' hideout. That's been doing a lot of work. That, in fact, is all we've got. Okie doke. Just start by filling in as many trap squares as we can early on. And then we'll see where we are. You aren't much use to anybody. Reserve you for a second. Although you're not really in a good position either. Fine. Don't like it, but I'll have to do. Belfry doesn't really fit anywhere convenient, does it? Don't like that very much. Guess I'll just have to put it in here near the city and take the 15. Ow. Connected up at least. Downtown can sneak in there without triggering anything. Makes the city bigger, that's a bit better. Barracks can go down here, good. Nursery Camp and Raider Colony are both kind of getting in the way, if we're honest. Suboptimal. Get another 15 for that. Stone fortresses coming, which needs to be aligned to mountains. Which I can do by putting it here, so it gets at least one. Siege camp, I'd like to get close to the keep, but it isn't. That will trigger a lot of enemy stuff. This isn't going terribly well. There is no good place to put that. Hide the mercenary camp there. At least buys us a teeny bit of time. This sucks, but it will trigger on a lot of buildings. I get 60, they get 15. 30, so it's a net gain of 30 for that. Still feels bad. Siege camp. Just don't think I'm going to get any value from playing the siege camp. I needed it early to get it next to the keep. Wherever I place it, they're going to gain more military than I'm going to lose. I'm going to die here. This is surprisingly bad. I thought this run was going really well. How wrong I was. Oof. I've got my ass kicked. Damn, this keep battle went badly wrong. I thought that was going so well. I shouldn't have bothered with the belfry. It's gone all out military. Oof. Ah well, me winning campaigns wasn't on brand at all for these runs. So to end with an ass kicking feels kind of appropriate. But there we go. I have now attempted all of the trial runs. Oh, now I know what you meant. Sorry, when you said 9, I didn't realise you could scroll down. I thought there were just 5 of them. To be fair, that just looks like a border. That scroll bar isn't clear that it's a scroll bar. So there's more of those to try yet. That will have to wait for another time, because it's way past time for me to be logging off. So until next time, thank you all very much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you're on the YouTubes. And until next time, take care of yourselves. See you again soon. Bye for now.